if it's made of metal, they want to buy it. Most of society only thinks of pop cans like that when you think of selling scrap metal. Time for some scrapyard action. Off camera, took in a load. $45.85. If you want to freeze frame, look at some of that stuff right there. That's what I've taken in so far. I need some breathing room here, so start snatching it up. I'm going to the scrapyard just right down the street from me today. That's how I get rid of a lot of this kind of cheap stuff. So I'm not taking anything in real great. I do have some nice piece of copper I'm going to take in probably last, but just start snatching this stuff up. Gonna look something like that, folks. What was in here? I said steel and stuff. I see in the comments lots of time people ask why I don't get bins and separate everything out. I used to do that in the early days. I actually save a lot of time just doing it like this. You know, if I wasn't making videos, I'd be the only one that sees it. If you watch my past videos, this is stuff from past videos. I just grabbed it and it's done. Definitely not a bad idea to have it if you want to sort it out, but I just got away from doing that, man. If I was making, you know, if I was making a living off just scrapping metal, I would be doing it differently, but I make money off my YouTube videos for the most part these days. So thought I'd throw a little shout out to those commenters. I just kind of adapted to the way it's done around here, the two main scrap yards I go to. So, you know, if they don't operate that way where you live, then you wouldn't want to do it the way I do it, right? So it's amazing how different scrap yards can be. So you'll find your own way, what works best for you. I like skipping steps, saving some time, even though it might look like an eyesore. That's how they do it at this scrapyard. Just throw stuff out here. I got these fancy new signs out here. Aluminum cans, 70 cents. Highest I've ever seen cans where I live is 80 cents a pound. That was back in 2008, 2009. All-time records as far as I know, before the economy went kaput. So be leery of the high prices, folks. Of course, we're dealing with a bunch more inflation these days, so it might be legitimate prices for just might be how it is now. So of course everything else costs more, so it's not really not really a whole lot of gain. I brought this stuff in early. I got some stuff in here that I got off camera as well. Okay, so I got stuff like this microwave, old wheelchair, paper shredder. Stuff's accumulating. I haven't shown any of this on video. I don't think. I was stereo in there. I didn't get that brass nugget off there. I don't know if it's a plastic water tank in there or if it's metal. I suppose it's hot water, so it might have to be metal. I'm not sure. Got some copper here, bed frame. Here's the copper I was talking about. I actually paid $5 for this. This is a big copper light fixture. I think it was a real gas light once upon a time, but this bar here, the gas line is made out of steel. I think it's a gas line. But everything else on there is copper, so I paid $5 for that. $9, maybe $10 out of that. I don't know if I have to take that off there or not. Those welds are pretty nice, so it's probably on there pretty good. They might just give me number 2 copper for it with a steel bar, or dock me a pound. I'll see what they want to do with that. I got a little box fan back there, this kind of stuff. Let's get to it. Golf ball galore. So I'll check again up there, but last time I was at that yard they gave me the 10 shred price for these. The other yard I go to will give me I think like 15-20 cents or more maybe for those ballasts. So they're also a little better with dirty brass, so I'll hold that back for a load. I might end up going down there today, see how it goes. Always pays to know what your scrap yards do. Obviously if I had hundreds of pounds of those, that would be big money, right? 9 cents to, or 15 or 20 cents, you know, maybe twice as much. So this would be the one piece I'd be worried about getting stolen right here. Copper. That'd be the one that I'd be worried about it walking away somehow. So I'll put that down there. The rest of this stuff, it's actually pretty hard to steal a bunch of steel. It's not real easy to steal steel. The 10 shred, right, it's big and bulky and cheap, and it's just not a whole lot of reward, right? So I'm actually gonna keep those little bits with me for now. That'll be my float. Sometimes I get scrap bits floating around. Oh, actually, you know what? I got a stash hole over here I've been meaning to get to, so we'll leave the bungee cords out. Check this out. I was walking my dog when I found this. I'll show you here in a second. This overhead door place had a fire last winter. They threw a bunch of stuff out the front door. I snatched this up. It's all aluminum chair. The last chair I took in was aluminum over there too. It's a nice piece of scrap. Stash hole action. Lots of people will be like, why do you take so many trips? It's stupid to take so many trips. But let me show you the distance I'm dealing with in this when I go to the scrapyard. I think they're gonna rip that place down, so I'll keep an eye on that. Let me show you the massive, super long journey I have to take to get to the scrapyard when I'm in this neighborhood. What do you think about that? For the new people, there's lots of stuff, lots of questions I always get, and I don't want to be super redundant and talk about it all the time, so there you go, new folks. My storage units are only a little bit further than that down the road, so that's how I do it. A couple videos back I found that ball. Here's what I do with this. It feels kind of waterlogged, but anyways. That's a first. Hit that center block wall, bounce back into the fence. I try to put it right. Oh boy, my arm's just not ready to go, man. Try to put it in the dugout. Oh well. That's where a baseball belongs. What do you think? If it's made of metal, they want to buy it. Most of society only thinks of pop cans like that when you think of selling scrap metal. But if it's made of metal, you can sell it today. Move my scooter out of the way, and then what they're gonna do is they're gonna bring one of those big yellow bins out here, and I'm gonna put all my ferrous material on my tin shed and that, and then they'll bring a wheelbarrow or two out here, or I'll probably be the one that brings it out here. And I'll fill up my wheelbarrow with aluminum breakage, the non-ferrous stuff, the copper wires, aluminum. I got some decent stuff in here, and so basically separating it, ferrous, non-ferrous, and then she takes it up inside of her building there. And this is probably not a normal scrapyard, but she'll actually just put all the non-ferrous stuff into one container, and then at her scale she'll just pick it out. So most scrapyards probably won't operate like that, but I have no idea. I've never been to your scrapyard, so they can be really different, like I said earlier. All right, so she said 50 cents a pound on this if I don't take it apart. So luckily for me, these were finger tight. Well, first I tried to pound it. I tried to break the welds, but that was actually a skilled welder. That's a good welder right there. But I got lucky. I took these little screws off. I think I knocked them loose, and they're finger tight. So I think I can get every bit off there. Watch this. That should be at least 2 pounds of copper right there. That's the good stuff. That's how it works here, folks. Okay, so I have some copper over here. Actually, I guess I'm gonna put that in here, huh? Okay. And then she'll just pick it out of here. That's how they do it, man. I don't know. Might look kind of awkward to people that aren't familiar with this scrapyard, but this is a piece of dirty stainless, actually. Let's see what she wants to do with that. Make sure she gets a look at it right there, like so. And then stainless steel goes in here. Let's see how that's working. Wham bam. Get her down. So if I had this sorted out right before I brought it, I would just put it all right back into this wheelbarrow. See what I'm saying? So I know that lots of people probably don't catch on to that, right? It doesn't make a lot of sense to sort it out and then come here and throw it all in one container, right? So now you see what I'm saying? Some people, the new people, I apologize to my regular viewers. I don't know if she's gonna take these or not. I'll ask her. Might be too much glass in there, but nice pieces of steel. Put the short steel in here. This was a weird deal. It's a fiber optic cable, but along with it, along the side, see that? There's a little piece of copper wire right there. See that little guy running along the side there? That little dude. See that? Look at that. See that? This piece of copper. Piece of copper on a CommScope optical cable. I can't say I've really seen that before, or I haven't seen a whole lot of it, that's for sure. Copper on a fiber optical cable alongside of it. Interesting. So I'll see what she wants to do with that. I'm not sure what she says, what she's gonna do, but anyways, it's nice stainless steel here. That's gonna do it, folks. Aluminum breakage right here. My ferrous tin shed. In here I've got some ferrous short steel, and then some aluminum breakage, dirty auto radiator, some stainless steel in there, about a pound of cans probably. I got some #1 insulated copper wire down here on this side, the green, the yellow, and that black stuff right there goes #1. My #2 insulated copper wire. This scrapyard includes junk wire, as long as you cut the ends off, and communications wire goes with #2. They just have #1 and #2 here. I think they have a super high grade for like electricians and stuff, but I don't get a whole lot of that unless I see a down phone cable or something. And then got the copper down there, and you saw most of it. Got electric motor in there. Got those dog tie outs. I was thinking about keeping one of these for myself, or maybe selling them on Craigslist, but I just need to get rid of stuff, man. Right, there's 5 of those things in there, and when I'm out in the bush with the pooch, I can find a rock or a log or a tree to tie her to. So it's just one less thing I carry with me, and that's gonna wrap it up. We'll take this in there and see what it's worth. That's what it looks like right there. Boom, boom, boom. Get my garbage out of here. I picked up the gold-plated circuit board right when I turned the camera on there and tossed it. I don't know if you caught that or not. I did not mean to sling the little circuit board, but it's not that big of a deal if I can't find it in here. That's a little tiny one. There's the part of it right there. The circuit board that was on there had a little gold plate. Where'd that go? Oh well. Probably 5 or 10 cents of gold. What do you think, folks? 5 or 10 cents of gold. I mean, let me excavate this whole container and get to it. We'll get a hold of that gold. I got gold fever. It might be the last day I wear my coat. Okay, so I did all that work. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Now sit here and wait. Not much of a receipt from that scrapyard. Unfortunately, my camera battery died. The scrap metal was $57.26, and I had a dozen surveillance cameras from Target. Grizz! Nothing to see on that receipt, anyways. Here, Grizz, you want to be in the show, Grizz? Come on, Grizz. Come on, Grizz. Hi, Grizz. They call this one the Grizz. You'll be on camera with a booger on your nose, Grizz. Hi everybody, my name's Grizz. Here to tell you how it is. They call me Grizz. Gee whiz, it's Grizz. I sold her at the scrapyard 12 surveillance cameras out of Target from a long time ago, if you remember that. Get the booger. No boogers, Grizz. Can't show you booger on the show, Grizz. No boogers. Okay. For $1 a piece for $12, so it's $69.26 for that load. And I apologize for the camera battery dying. At least you get to see the Grizz. This way you get to see the Grizz. My God, they call me the Grizz. I'm here to tell you how it is. That's why they call me the Grizz. That's what you do when you got one eye. You tell it how it is because your name's Grizz. Come on, Grizz. They're not going to believe what you're talking if you don't show your face, Grizz. Okay. I sure hope you enjoyed the show, and as always, thanks for watching. You want to wrestle with me, Grizz? Was you wanting to wrestle with me, Grizz? We can wrestle if you want to do some wrestling, Grizz. What? No? Just the spin maneuver and lay down? Okay. Goodbye, everybody. I kind of sound like the dog now, I guess. My name's Grizz. Just here to tell you how it is. I got 75 claws on my front feet. Ow! What are you doing?